Alright folks, just a quick video here. It's Tuesday, December 11th, 2018. Over the past couple days here I got the door moldings on, which went pretty smooth. The set came with the metal clips that go in the square holes, which you really only want to pop in one time. So it was a little bit tedious, but we got that. Still haven't put the striker on yet, but so far, everything lines up okay. So we got the door moldings on both sides. I popped on the dash pad, which I'm digging the two-tone. I was kind of questioning how it's going to look, but so this is a vacuum formed dash pad. It's not a vinyl wrap. There's no seam. There's no stitches. This is the real deal. Came with the car. I've heard of people doing this, but I never bought one, or I never paid for it because it's rather expensive. Getting your pad wrapped at your local upholstery shop is much cheaper, but it might end up with wrinkles. Sometimes they put a seam right here. I had a 64 one time that had a seam right here. So it's all preference, but this is really nice. I think Cars 1 did it. So I got my seatbelt out to see if it matches. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to go get a little pint of blue. I'm going to take this with me. Just get a dark blue, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to two-tone the steering wheel and maybe other, I don't know what else is in the interior to two-tone, but two-tone steering wheel to match the dash pad. Today I buffed out the trunk. I've seen plenty of videos of me buffing, so there's no need for that. It's okay. It has a little bit of trash in it that's under the first coat of clear, or maybe even under the base, but from 2 feet away here, it's good enough for me. It's really hard to spray this in my environment without getting trash, because it's such a big flat panel. Something's bound to land on it, especially the environment. Like I say, do all kind of stuff in here, so there's all kind of stuff floating around in the air. I live in the middle of a field, so there's all kinds of pollen and everything floating around, so just do the best I can. But overall it looks pretty good. I'm satisfied with it. Buffed out, shiny, it's flat. So that's that. What else? I'm going to try and put that on tomorrow. The next step is, besides polishing all the trim, is going to be the headliner. Headliner, then glass, front and back. I did the headliner on my 63. It came out average, probably below average, but it was presentable. Had some sags and some wrinkles. The main reason that happened was because I didn't have the appropriate stapler. I have this let me show y'all here. Got this Senko pneumatic, and it fires these 1/4 inch crown by 1/2 inch long staples. Well, those are the wrong staples. I do this mainly, I don't know, building stuff or whatever. But the stapler, from what I read, one of the staplers to use is a 3/8 crown, 1/4 inch leg. So you have a wider staple with shorter legs. So I bought one off of eBay last night. Got it used. It's regular like $150. I got it for $55 shipped. I think it's a Fasco. I ordered the tack strip for the staples. I already have the headliner, so I have a feeling with the proper stapler, proper tack strip, I can get a much better job. Previous car oil I did for tack strip was I used what's the term? It's like pegboard, but it didn't have any peg holes in it. Masonite or whatever you want to call it. Chop that up in thin strips, and then it just, I don't know if my camera's going to show that. I'm going to do a whole video on that, but anyways, the tack strip goes in. You stretch your headliner on the rods and you staple it. This one has tack strip remaining, but probably brittle. If you go to staple that, it's probably gonna fall apart. So I ordered it at the seller for like $1.50 a foot. I got like 30 feet or something, so I have plenty. So headliner, I don't know if I'm going to paint the headliner moldings. Maybe did that one time, because I'm sure they're all scratched up. Like, I don't know how those things get beat up. I don't know how headliner moldings get beat up in a car, but they do. So they're always scratched and stuff. So I might paint them, might not. I don't know. Might polish them. So that's about it. I'll put the trunk on, the headliner, just polish and trim, the little knickknacks. Trying to save money for the drivetrain. Christmas is going to set me back a little bit. Trying to figure something out. But that's it for the update. Like I say, door moldings popped on pretty nice. Didn't chip any paint, anything like that. So we're coming along pretty good. Stay tuned for more progress.